through the skin, more than obvious, of Sweeter Peter Powell. And so, Mr. Peter King, if you don't come on worldwide TV for all the world to see and sit on a modern day lie detector test to attest what you really think about Michael Jackson, because you know he never touched one of those children, or more than obviously he would be in jail, derailed, without bail. But you, why don't we ask you what you do behind closed doors on a modern day lie detector test, Mr. Peter King? You're disgusting. You're despicable. You're deplorable. You're immorable. And definitely not adorable. Are you starting to get the picture here? All you undears and unclears, and the few of you dears and clears. But more than obviously no, nobody could flow and flow like the one and only Shinomi. The one and only Shinomi. The one and only Omi. And you all owe me. You all owe me. The one and only. Not Sweeter Peter Powell. He doesn't care about any of you uglies and smugglers and fuckers. He's hoping all of you fail, derail. All you snails, nailed to the one and only cross. And who's the one and only cross? Is the one and only cross Jesus, a human being who was here thousands of years ago? Is that God, Jesus? Who sent God here? Did he send himself here? Jesus. And that doesn't please us. And who's us? All of us who know this modern day display is mission impossible. Like Tom Cruise. He doesn't want to lose. He wants to come back next lifetime with a far grander space and face and every other space and place. A more beautiful, Naruto-ful body, not shoddy. And look at Tom Cruise. Come on, look at his nose. He wouldn't have chose those. But no, he's not in his 12th lifetime. And even in lifetime number 12, me, the one and only, I'm not going to make everything perfect. And so Sweeter Peter Powell looks at like Naomi Campbell and says, that's perfect, Dad. What's wrong on her? Her face and waist and every other space and place. What does she have to be insecure about? Well, that's a good question upon careful introspection. In other words, her face is flawless. Her bodinia is bodinia, if you haven't seen her. And so what is the flaw in that flawless flower from the one and only tower? But you all come from the one and only tower. You only get showered with the gifts and rifts, depending on how well you did in your last lifetimes, not just one lifetime. And so you have to climb down, like the clown of the town, into the one and only dog pound, and listen to the one and only sound that matters. And this is the heart and soul of the verse of the universe matter. So batters up all you uglies and smugglers, down wrong fugglier than any fuggles. Ah, look, as Peter King would say, if that was the one and only, he wouldn't pause like Santa Claus. He wouldn't drop that stick. If that was the one and only God Almighty in this modern day reality, he would have never dropped a stick. He's perfect. You see, my undears and unclears, and all of you dears and clears, I'm not going to make it that easy like a game of Parcheesi. In other words, more than obviously, nobody can do what I do through the skin of Sweet Peter Powell. And even when I do psychic readings, I do them 98% accurate. The modern day lie detector test facts it. But a modern day lie detector test is 100% accurate. The modern day scientific facts it. And if anyone says that's not true, then have them come on worldwide TV for all the world to see. And let's see anybody fool a modern day lie detector test. And that's why I waited till this modern day for my more than amazing and blazing fillet and display. And so I know it's fraying and fraying and fraying. And it doesn't matter how much praying and praying and praying. I don't hear words. I only hear, see, and feel actions. So if your actions aren't 95% or greater in the one and only tape, then you will not pass your 111th year of this test. And if you're prejudiced about anything, ring-a-ding-ding, then you will fail and derail and go directly to jail. In the bad, mad, sad part of the spirit world where none of your dreams will unfurl. But depending on how bad your spiritual unshine is lying, in other words, your spiritual crime, will all depend on how many years you spend in the undear and unclear. But let me, the one and only, more than obviously, make this more than perfectly clear. If you fail by even 1%, once heaven sent, in other words, 94% instead of 95, well, you won't survive your 111th year of best test. In other words, even only 1%, the next lifetime you come back with an uglier waist, an uglier face, every other space and place. Not as fun way to make your money. Hey, how you doing? Not as good motherfucking money, huh? Ah! 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 So what is it right here? Why in the head? In the heart, in the heart, in the heart, in the heart. And so all you hoods and all you hearts, what's a huh and what's a huh? Well, a huh is a huh. And a huh is a huh. That's what a huh and a huh is.
The scary sense of what lies past the stars, beyond what we can see, behind the mystery.